my dear Pisces. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a all signs reading up, your next fated romance, and a 4 elements reading, message from a lost loved one, for the full members to this channel, and the reading, where is my greatest opportunity to enjoy life in an unexpected way, are available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for May to get a context, and this is the prediction for June. I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Wizard's Tarot with Barbara Moore. When I open your deck here, I see the 6 of Cups together with 5 of Wands. So some type of reconciliation after a conflict, or a reconciliation that ends in a conflict, possibly. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the 4 of Swords together with the 6 of Cups. Okay, so I'm sensing that we think that we will see the same old, same old. We might long for making amends, or getting back together, or talking about stuff with our loved one to get back on track in a harmonious relationship. But what's the point if it's only going to become the same way again and again? Okay. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we have the Devil with the 6 of Cups. The Devil is 15. 1 plus 5, 6. The problem is our shadow that is a little bit unattended. So it's both in us and our person that we are unaware of the things that we are doing. If we could see them from an outside perspective, it would be easier. Then we will see, okay, no, this isn't sane, or this isn't good. But we can only feel how it feels in our body, and we react and to those feelings, but also our logic that might be limited to only see our side of the story. And this goes for both people. Okay. So 6 elements, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. So it seems like the Divine thinks that you can work on it, that you can fix it. Probably needs more awareness, because here we see like really focused awareness, and here also focused awareness. So being mindful, staying awake, not falling into that shadowy sleep again, where we start to think those thoughts, or start to become anxious in that way that we always become anxious and suspicious, and then it's on again. Okay, the same pattern. And it can be hard enough when it is in ourselves. Then we just need to wake up and keep ourselves as awake as possible to avoid the disasters. But then we also have the other person's shadow to deal with, and it's not as easy. If we say to them, this is your shadow, you are unaware that you now are being really rude to me, they're probably not going to take it very well when they are acting from their shadow. So they will get super irritated and really annoyed with you. Okay. So, tuning in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind, and your relationship in June. So, this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's the Empress. So, Empress is very tolerant and loving, but might sometimes be a little bit too dreamy, and thinks that everyone wants things in the way that she wants things. Okay, because that's happiness for everyone, is what she thinks. So, and here we have the 6 of Swords, this old bottom of the deck. So you have been trying to solve this problems for like a long period of time. We can also see these swords here being fastened into the building kind of, and what will happen when this child and this girl hits that sword. We'll hope it's, you know, the energy is keeping it as a protective instead around them, okay? So this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person, what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between the two of you, their feelings, and your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for June, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation. And we have a Knight of Cups, which is Pisces, but it can also be some type of offer of love. Queen of Wands, she's a little bit less offering of love, a little bit more like, okay, what can you present? What do you got for me? And what's on your person's mind? Nine of Swords. It doesn't seem like they feel super welcomed by you. I don't understand fully just yet why this is so, but we can see that they might be making up a lot of stories of who you are and why you act in a certain way, and why you said what you said, and what you meant by that. And they might either accuse you of things or just withdraw. This is Nine of Swords, so it's connected to 9 Hermit. And so the person can withdraw from the situation and become a little bit like cold or distant, and really they are in pain because of what they think is going on, because the 9 of Swords is swords, so it's a lot of thoughts. And this is the bond between you two. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is very stable. It's like a husband or you know, property that you have owned in generations in your family, things like this. So we'll see. And this is your feelings, and we have Judgment here. Goes pretty well with the Queen of Wands, and so you're not going to take any bull crap here. That ship has sailed. Okay, so that's good, I guess. And here we have the King of Wands. So it's almost like you have put yourself in a very stable position, which you can survive in forever. You don't need this person's love or their favors, or, you know, you don't need anything from them. You can take care of yourself. So if they want to be with you, they are going to have to have something to show for it. It's not going to be that you are so needy of them that you can't help by inviting them into your paradise garden and then have it destroyed. So that's your standpoint. We can also see the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands in the same reading. Usually points to soulmates that we have decided to go down and to meet and to do certain work together. And we are being pulled together as if by magic. And this is your behaviors and attitudes. And we have the Ace of Swords. So for you, it's very clear. You probably keep yourself awake a lot of the time, being able to see both your own shadow and the other person's shadow. It doesn't mean that the shadow is bad. It's just, for example, if we become super dramatic in a situation, we want to know why, what situation has... is this reminding of from our past? Do we have an old trauma, karma, drama going on that makes us maybe overreact to a situation? For example, if we become super sad because a person needs to cancel our dinner, it might be that they have canceled one too many dinners, or it might be that we have abandonment issues. And this is you being kind of on top of that and being aware of what's going on underneath the surface. Sorry for my voice. And here we have the Hermit. For them, their behaviors and attitudes is a 9. It seems like they are presenting themselves to you as someone that wants you. Hey, I want you. But in reality, they don't have a really clear, they haven't really worked through all their issues. So it's all right to maybe not let them super close to you at this point in time, if that's your mood. Okay, for some of you it will be your mood that, okay, no, and it's okay, because this person has some getting to knowing themselves to do, because they are doing stuff that they are unaware of, and it comes from a place of pain. Let's say that they were hit as a child, and in the relationship with you, they might start a fight of almost everything, just to see if you will love them enough to not hit them, or to not throw them on the street, or to not get so super angry that you will break up with them, because their inner child is testing and seeing, is this safe, is it safe, is it safe? And the end result is, of course, going to be that you toss them out on the street. You're going to not hit them because it's beneath you, but you're also going to break up with them. And so we usually create the things we fear over and over and over again until we become aware of it, so that we can heal this. So the Hermit is a good card in this position, because it shows that the person will do the job, or they will be forced to do the job at least, but it will also make them a little bit cold and callous, so they won't agree to what you are saying to them here, because you say, yes, we can have a relationship, we can talk, we can do this, we can do that, but this is my terms. And the person is going to be a little bit touchy-feely with that, because and they know in the heart of hearts that they won't be able to live up to it, because they haven't healed just yet, and they're being overtaken by their shadow. The shadow is parts of them that they know other people won't appreciate. So, for example, becoming super jealous or possessive, or whatever it can be. And it can be, we can become cold or calculated as well. It's so many different things, manipulation, so different things. And so we are keeping it, we're trying to not be that person, because we want to be a nice person. But when we put it in the shadow, it takes us over from our subconscious side. So then we don't know what we are doing, and we will do all those jealous, possessive, manipulating, controlling things. It's just that we won't be aware of it. And if someone says, this is what you did last week, and we will say, no, I would never do that, because we don't remember, because our shadow took over and did this. And it's super common, like almost I think 95% of the population has a big fat shadow. So it's not uncommon to have these kind of scenarios going on. But you see it for some reason. It seems like you have worked through it. You have all here has wands, so it shows that you are to some degree aware. This person has their wand kind of on the ground pointing up, so they are like on the road to figuring things out. She has it too, but this one has the wand raised, both in defensive but also in awareness. So it shows that you are, maybe you have worked through your shadow to a great extent, and now you see things like from an above perspective, and being able to see things you weren't able to see before. And the outcome for June, we have the 7 of Wands. So it seems like your terms, this is your terms. You're not going to fold from these terms of what you want. So you're not going to compromise. So it can be, for example, that you and your loved one lives in different cities. They want you to move. You don't want to move, and you are not going to budge with this. Not because you're stubborn, I think, just because you know more now what you want and what you like and what you don't like. We can see it's a very light picture, and you have a red cape on. This person is in the process of figuring this out. So they are in a dark place with a dark coat, but they're going inward with this light here. It's like their attention span, being able to see what's going on here inside of me. What do I want? What don't I want? Why am I reacting like this? And here we can see a little bit more attention span. Okay, so I'll take a totem for you from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook. Sorry. Deer. Okay, so it's a little bit more humbleness from you. I'm seeing a lot of self-respect here, but it's a self-respect that comes from a place of love, because you know what's good for both of you. So you're not doing this just out of spite or I won't tolerate being treated like that. It's not like that. It's more I know this is for the best for both of us. We can't do this mad dance, and both of us needs to heal. So it's a beautiful, beautiful card. This is their totem. It might be telling you also, if you don't feel like that, maybe you should be a little bit more humble in this situation. Okay. And for them, it's the moth. So it will, you know, be drawn to the light, but hurt itself on the lamp or the flames again and again and again and again, but can't help by being drawn in towards you. It needs to learn to become aware, to not just mindlessly throw itself towards the light. It's like a person that wants you, but they can't behave when around you. So they're just going to be consumed by self-destructiveness, for example. And you know this, and you're keeping yourself awake for the both of you until this person wakes up and stops just, you know, trying to burn themselves against your light. They need to self-become light. They need to self-become aware, and you're not just try to... Instinctively, they are drawn to you because you can give them awareness, but they don't know that this is what they want. They think that they want to manipulate you, control you, own you, or hurt you, and then hurt you by love bombing you, and then, you know, going away from you. And this is how they burn themselves against the light, and also burn you in the process. And they think that that's what's giving them the kick, but that's just their addiction. And the addiction comes from their oppressed shadow, the things that they haven't dealt with, the things that needs to be processed, the things that need to be seen and healed. How we see and heal those things is usually to stay with our pain, and stay inside our body and stay with our pain. Put, like Odin, one eye in the wisdom well. The wisdom well is your own inside. So that you can keep track of your own reaction. So instead of just reacting, we can be like, interesting, now I'm reacting like this person punched me in the face, but really they just said that they are taking over my project because the boss said so. Becoming aware like this is also healing, because it makes us understand why we are acting a certain way, why we are overreacting sometimes also. So this is for the deer person. We, the Hatters. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as portal. So the Empress in the beginning, I thought of her when I saw the deer. Hatter is cow people. Deer isn't really a cow, but, you know, big ears, big eyes. And it's the unconditional love. But here is the unconditional love that also comes as tough love. But tough love because of love, not just because I say tough love and then, you know, it's so I can be mean. This is tough love from a really high vibrating place. So we are really trying to do what's best for all people involved here. Healing the world, one person by another. Okay, and this is for the other person. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, create accountability. Yes, they don't have accountability. They just race into the fire like this and says, it's your fault for glowing so intensely. It's like a rape trial where the person says, well, they were so beautiful, I couldn't help myself. So that's my case, that's my protection. they had too sexy clothes. But really it's this person that's unaware that they are acting both self-destructive and destructive towards others, with trying to burn themselves against that fire. What they need to do is to figure out, why do I want to own, possess, consume, manipulate, or why do I need to have this person at my side or at all times, or why can't I let this person in? Why am I consciously, subconsciously hurting them so I can see their pain? I'm not saying that this person is all about that, but when we hurt ourselves, we usually hurt other people as well. Creative accountability. They need to become accountable for their own action, and the only way to become accountable is to become aware. And here they are starting to become aware. They are trying to heal themselves and figure themselves out. So no quick solution, but we are getting there. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for May to learn more about this situation or relationship. And please share my videos to let more people know about them. Also like the videos to show YouTube that you want to continue seeing readings from me in your feed. And of course subscribe and hit the notification bell to be sure that you get noticed when I'm posting a new video. Thank you so much in advance also for watching this far. Take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.